Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh. Ooh. Setting free. Gee whiz, it's a beautiful thing. When we can all start to do something from our hearts and absolutely not want anything back from it. Nothing. It's all from the heart. Because the heart doesn't attach to this physical world. The heart, it's not even... What happens is when we do something from the heart and not want anything back from it, we just ultimately become into our true nature, which is divine consciousness. We are here within this reality, but we're connected to divine consciousness. It's absolutely magic. We can flow, we can achieve, we can glow, we can ultimately perceive in true form, which is essentially the art of coinciding with our true nature. As long as we're doing something from the heart and not wanting anything back from it, we ultimately become aware of our true nature, which is unconditional love. We start to bring the truth into this reality, which this reality deeply needs, because this reality is distorted with people who are just lost and confused to their true nature, which isn't negative because everyone will have the ability to awaken. But we can start to understand that we can sustain a connection to this state of true self or this state of unconditional love by freeing the mind to ultimately divine love. We're freeing the mind to divine love. We're freeing the mind from its captives, because the mind is essentially only a program. It's who programmed the mind which we need to ask the deeper questions, because divine love didn't create the heart. The heart manifested within the higher realms of love and positivity and joy and devotion and happiness. And we don't know, maybe the heart was created, or was it manifested? Is there a difference between creation or manifestation? Maybe not, but definitely the mind was potentially created for a malevolent intention. And this intention was essentially used to keep something which is true to itself away from its true nature. So the heart is essentially true to its nature, but we're not promoted to connect to this true nature. We're promoted to be contained from our true nature and be contained from achieving deep connection with our true nature. And essentially we're being held captive to our true nature, and we're being convinced that we may have like snippets of connection at times, which is ultimately happiness. We can be happy at times, but in order to achieve that happiness, we must do something within this reality to get it. How distorted is this? This is the reality we're living in. We are truly unconditional beings of love, joy, positivity. We're unconditional beings. I'm talking about the heart's vibration. The heart's vibration is essentially unconditional happiness, unconditional love. And the hearts, they almost like go into a freeze when they're not connected to this true nature or the truth of its nature. They almost like freeze and just clog and block, and they beat, they survive. They go into like this dormant state where they still exist. It's still existing, but they're just not getting their connection. So we just stop feeling. We start feeling like real empty and just lost and not good. And we start just obeying by the mind and this dictatorship of which the mind is enclosing us within, but it's not our truth. And that's why when we learn to open the heart and activate the heart, we just connect to our true existence, which is ultimately unconditional love, happiness, joy, positivity. And we start to bring to the truth of this existence that the mind is only the captor. It's only keeping our hearts contained from truly connecting to their OG state of being, man. The heart cannot be contained forever. And that's why when we leave this body, we connect back to our true nature. We connect back to love. We connect back to happiness. Only within this reality can the mind dictate the power, or of the true power of the heart.